when and where Leo Tolstoy was born?
Yes, Leo Tolstoy was born on September 9, 1828, August 28th in the Julian calendar at Yasnaya Polyana, his family estate near Tula, Russia.
Please tell me what was Tolstoy's family background and social status.
Leo Tolstoy was born into an aristocratic Russian family with significant social standing. His father, Count Nikolai Ilyich Tolstoy, was a nobleman and a military officer, while his mother, Countess Maria Tolstaya, came from an influential noble family. Tolstoy inherited a large estate, Yasnaya Polyana, which remained an important part of his life throughout his career. Despite his privileged background, Tolstoy later became critical of the aristocracy and renounced his wealth, choosing a simpler and more ascetic lifestyle, which reflected his philosophical and spiritual evolution.
How did Tolstoy's experiences at university influence his later life and works?
Tolstoy's university experiences, marked by disinterest in formal studies and indulgence in gambling and leisure, exposed him to literature and philosophy, shaping his critical thinking and influencing his later works focused on morality and human nature.
What role did Tolstoy's experiences in the military play in shaping his worldview?
Tolstoy's military experiences exposed him to the brutality of war and the lives of ordinary soldiers, deepening his empathy and shaping his critical views on violence, power, and human suffering, themes central to his later works.
What are some themes commonly found in Tolstoy's works?
Common themes in Tolstoy's works include morality, the search for meaning, family dynamics, social inequality, faith, the conflict between personal desires and societal expectations, and the human experience of love, death, and redemption.
Okay, Tony, please tell me what is the central theme of Tolstoy's novel War and Peace?
The central theme of War and Peace is the interplay between free will and historical inevitability, explored through personal struggles, relationships, and the impact of war on individual and society.
How does Anna Karenina explore the complexities of human relationships and societal norms?
Anna Karenina explores the complexities of human relationships and societal norms by contrasting passionate, often destructive love with societal expectations, examining themes like infidelity, family, morality, and the search for personal fulfillment.
What inspired Tolstoy to write The Death of Ivan Ilyich, and what is its central message?
Tolstoy was inspired to write The Death of Ivan Ilyich by his reflections on mortality and the meaning of life. Its central message is that true fulfillment comes from genuine human connection and an authentic life, rather than the pursuit of social status and material success.
In what ways did Tolstoy's early works, such as childhood, boyhood, and youth, reflect his own life experiences?
Tolstoy's early works, childhood, boyhood, and youth, reflect his own life experiences by drawing on his aristocratic upbringing, personal struggles with identity and morality, and observations of human nature, offering a semi-autobiographical exploration of growth and self-discovery.
What is the significance of Tolstoy's novella Haji Murat in his literary career?
Haji Murat is significant in Tolstoy's literary career. as it showcases his mastery in blending vivid storytelling with deep moral and philosophical questions. The novella critiques imperialism and explores themes of individual resistance, loyalty, and the clash of cultures, reflecting Tolstoy's mature perspective on power and human nature.
How did Tolstoy's religious and philosophical beliefs evolve over time?
Tolstoy's religious and philosophical beliefs evolved from traditional Orthodox Christianity to a personal interpretation of Christianity focused on nonviolence, simplicity, and moral living. This shift, influenced by his spiritual crisis, led him to reject institutional religion and embrace a pacifist, ascetic lifestyle.
What is Tolstoy's interpretation of Christianity as described in The Kingdom of God is Within You?
In The Kingdom of God is Within You, Tolstoy interprets Christianity as a call for nonviolence, love, and moral living, rejecting institutionalized religion and advocating for the inner transformation of individuals to create a just and peaceful society.
How did Tolstoy's spiritual crisis influence his later writings?
Tolstoy's spiritual crisis led him to reject materialism and focus on themes of morality, faith, and the search for meaning in his later writings, emphasizing simplicity, nonviolence, and the critique of institutional religion and social inequality.
What role did pacifism play in Tolstoy's philosophy and activism?
Pacifism was central to Tolstoy's philosophy and activism, as he condemned all forms of violence and war, advocating for nonviolent resistance, moral living, and universal love, which deeply influenced movements for social and political reform.
How did Tolstoy's views on art and literature change later in his life, as seen in What is Art?
In What is Art, Tolstoy rejected art for art's sake, arguing that true art should serve a moral purpose, promote universal values, and inspire empathy, simplicity, and spiritual growth, reflecting his later philosophical beliefs.
What were Tolstoy's views on marriage and family, and how did these influence his relationship with his wife, Sophia?
Tolstoy viewed marriage and family as central to a moral life, but struggled with his ideals versus his personal desires. His evolving beliefs, including his rejection of wealth and pursuit of simplicity, caused tension in his relationship with Sophia, leading to conflicts over finances, his works, and his ascetic lifestyle.
How did Tolstoy's relationship with his children reflect his ideals and struggles?
Tolstoy's relationship with his children reflected his ideals and struggles as he sought to instill moral values and simplicity, but his extreme beliefs and rejection of wealth often caused tension, leading to disagreements and emotional distance within the family.
What role did Tolstoy's estate, Yasnaya Polyana, play in his life and works?
Yasnaya Polyana, Tolstoy's estate, was central to his life and works, serving as his birthplace, creative sanctuary, and a setting for his philosophical experiments. It inspired his writings, reflected his values of simplicity and self-sufficiency, and became a hub for his educational and social reform efforts.
How did Tolstoy's writings influence the development of realism in literature?
Tolstoy's writings advanced realism by portraying complex characters, detailed settings, and moral dilemmas with psychological depth and authenticity, influencing literary techniques and inspiring future writers to explore the human condition with similar precision.
What impact did Tolstoy's philosophy have on notable figures such as Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr.?
Tolstoy's philosophy of nonviolence and moral living deeply influenced Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr., shaping their approaches to peaceful resistance and social justice, particularly in movements for civil rights and independence.
How did Tolstoy's ideas contribute to social and political movements in Russia and beyond?
Tolstoy's ideas on nonviolence, social equality, and moral reform inspired movements advocating for pacifism, land reform, and resistance to oppression, influencing Russian intellectuals and global figures in political and social change efforts.
What challenges did Tolstoy face from the Russian Orthodox Church, and why was he excommunicated?
Tolstoy faced challenges from the Russian Orthodox Church due to his criticism of its doctrines, rituals, and alignment with state power. His rejection of traditional Christianity in favor of a personal, moral interpretation of faith led to his excommunication in 1901.
What are some lesser-known works by Tolstoy that are worth exploring?
Lesser-known works by Tolstoy worth exploring include The Cossacks, a semi-autobiographical novel about his time in the Caucasus; Haji Murat, a novella exploring resistance and imperialism; and A Confession, a personal account of his spiritual crisis and search for meaning.
How did Tolstoy's literary style evolve throughout his career?
Tolstoy's literary style evolved from early autobiographical and realist works to more complex novels exploring morality and human nature, and later to didactic writings focused on spirituality, social reform, and philosophical themes.
How did Tolstoy's death in 1910 symbolize his personal struggles and ideological journey?
Tolstoy's death in 1910, occurring after he abandoned his home in pursuit of a simpler, ascetic life, symbolized his lifelong struggles with wealth, fame, and his quest for moral and spiritual truth, reflecting the ideals he championed in his writings and philosophy. Thank you for watching the video, Leo Tolstoy, provided by History and Current Events. This is Gina and Sarah, Lily, Bill, Brian, and Tony have also contributed so far as narrators. Thank you.